I see why you took so long. You a brave man. You don't know where this is going.
Listen, you know what? I'm sorry.
Save it.
I should have told you I was married. I mean, I meant everything I said to you. You know, you're a very special woman, and I enjoyed our time together. I just never met anybody like you before, and, you know...
Excuse me? What are you talking about? I don't know you.
They don't got what you want. I got what you need. Oh, damn! Damn!
What?
You done knocked my drink down.
That's the problem.
I'm about to have to Chris Brown your ass!
I have a lot to offer. I have my own. I love kids. I have great credit. I have a great career. And now, no shit. True. But thanks to the cornerstone new world of faith, life, revolution, Abyssinian Baptist Church, good for all people.
I'm gonna record me tucking you in so you can see what a good friend I am. I'm gonna record it right here. So you can't say that I took advantage of you. I am tucking you. Okay, let's see. Video check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tracy, what have you been doing during the pandemic? Just to follow up to what Jorah was saying, have you taken on any new hobbies or expanded any of your favorite things to do? You said earlier you're a seamstress. You're also a teacher. Have you been tutoring? You know, tell us what you've been doing during the pandemic.
Child. Making masks.
Woo!
Come on, mask.
Look at that sparkly. Oh, they're beautiful. They match my shirt.
Making masks left and right.
They're
Oh,
beautiful.
You know I have on this big red hat, that red mask with all that sequins. I need that one, Tracy.
See, and these bags,
Gerald.
These are all masks. Falcon.
Awesome. So how can people get those masks? How can they get your book?
Oh,
I just want to let y'all know my mouth is still open. Because I'm like, wow.
Well, Gerald, let me tell you, I have the sequin in black. I have it in silver to match my shirt. Actually, have been rocking it. I have the bandana. I have 2 denim style. I have camouflage. I have even a children's theme, Frozen, to match my granddaughter's mask that I bought for her. So, I mean, I am living it up. I have masks for like 2 weeks straight.
And they're part of our new norm, so I need to stop. Oh, now, Tracy, I don't know if you have that reserved for anybody. Please don't. I
have plenty, baby.
That's the camo I was talking about. And get this, they have filters in them. So,
yes.
Go ahead, Tracy. You please talk about your mask.
You
want to take over. That's the one I have.
I love it.
One. Yeah, the bandana.
It's plenty of them. Plenty.
I absolutely love it.
But one more thing. But I do want to go back to I want to backpedal a little bit. There's Chris Cuomo. And there's a young lady, I believe she's in, I'm not sure where, is she in Minnesota? Well, wherever the other killing was, the dude, George.
Minneapolis.
Yes, Minneapolis. I'm so not good with titles. But her name is Tamika Mallory.
She's awesome. She's a firecracker.
Oh my God.
Yes.
She articulates so beautifully some of what I feel.
I speak to the majority here, and I beg you to stop ignoring the pain and profound hurt that lies beneath what you see. Of course, these actions are against the law. Of course, they're not what we want to see. But we in the majority cannot allow ourselves to be corrupted by toxic talk about the correct way to express that pain. You can't simplify it to the point of a false equivalence that puts some insured buildings on equal footing with an apparently never-ending pattern of dead, black, young men at the hands of those who are supposed to protect them. In one America, people rage for the freedom to get a haircut and a tattoo. The other is raging just to be seen and heard. One America says they won't wear a mask because when they jog, it's uncomfortable, not necessary. It's an affront to their liberty. One has renewed fear that going for a jog could get you killed. One America insists their need for football is so sacrosanct, there can be no kneeling protest on the sidelines. Sons of bitches. But is not outraged by a cop kneeling on this man's neck?
This is a coordinated activity happening across this nation. And so we are in a state of emergency. Black people are dying in a state of emergency. We cannot look at this as an isolated incident. The reason why buildings are burning are not just for our brother George Floyd. They're burning down because people here in Minnesota are saying to people in New York, to people in California, to people in Memphis, to people all across this nation, enough is enough. And we are not responsible for the mental illness that has been inflicted upon our people by the American government, institutions, and those people who are in positions of power. I don't give a damn if they burn down Target. Because Target should be on the streets with us, calling for the justice that our people deserve. Talk about it, Tamika. Where was AutoZone at the time when Philando Castile was shot in a car, which is what they actually represent? Where were they? So if you are not coming to the people's defense, then don't challenge us when young people and other people who are frustrated and instigated by the people you pay. You are paying instigators to be among our people out there throwing rocks, breaking windows, and burning down buildings. And so young people are responding to that. They are enraged, and there's an easy way to stop it. Arrest the cops. Charge the cops. Charge all the cops. Not just some of them, not just here in Minneapolis. Charge them in every city across America where our people are being murdered.
Because, and when y'all was saying with the looting, Americans, I mean, they took America from the Native Americans, the people that was here. They brought us here. They looted Africa and brought us here. Everything they do, they just come see and conquer. No regard for people. It's just give me, give me, give me. And when you said that, yeah, and another thing, change sometimes is change sometimes is painful and bloody. Change is not smooth. And people are tired. I mean, they're tired because the people that, if you ask me, and they've some people were saying they're disgracing Dr. Martin Luther King. I'm gonna paraphrase him, but he was saying riots represent the cries of the voiceless, you know, something to that effect, he says. I don't think Martin Luther King would be upset. I mean, no, what they did was wrong. But why they did it was the bigger wrong. And I think these young people held on. They honored Martin Luther King, because the only reason why it didn't happen before, because of the Peace March, and they were trying to uphold Martin Luther King's standard. But there's a time and a season for everything. You know, Jesus, he got mad at the money changers and he flipped tables. Yes. He got pissed and he flipped the tables. For every season, there's a time and a season for everything. And like I said, I've been saying this, if my child is being bullied in school, I would say, go tell the teacher. Don't hit back, go tell, and follow the proper chains of commands. But once that has been exhausted, then I'll be like, pick up something and knock them upside the head. Okay, you will not get in trouble. You might get in trouble at school, but I got you. Black Americans are tired of being bullied. And when our quote, quote, principal at school calling us thugs, but they congratulate the people that drive into the crowd when they were protesting and saying they're nice people, but the people out here protesting these slayings of Black people are a bunch of thugs, and if they start looting, start shooting,
I want to go so far with this, but I'm trying to contain.
No, I know this is hard. This is.
And the quote that you were talking about, I think it's riot is the language of the unheard.
Right.
I think America must see that riots do not develop out of thin air. Certain conditions continue to exist in our society, which must be condemned as vigorously as we condemn riots. But in the final analysis, a riot is the language of the unheard. What is it that America has failed to hear? It has failed to hear that the plight of the Negro poor has worsened over the last few years. It has failed to hear that the promises of freedom and justice have not been met. And it has failed to hear that large segments of white society are more concerned about tranquility and the status quo than about justice, equality, and humanity.
I think it's interesting that people like this to say what Dr. King would or wouldn't do, or what he would or wouldn't say. Mm-hmm. They killed him. We don't know. And so I think we're at a different place in time. That doesn't reduce his legacy in any way whatsoever. We can't continue to live in the past. It has not served us well. There's an old saying that says something like, if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. And it's insane to expect a different result, if you keep doing it. So if young people keep seeing protesting and injustice still being served to them, at what point, I think they probably get what some of us didn't get. I think a lot of people have gotten too comfortable in their situations, and they don't want to rock a boat that clearly is sinking. And so we're just at a time in history that I think it's a wonderful place to be as a writer, even as a Black woman, as a Black person. I wouldn't want to be any other race at this time in my life. I would not. It's a beautiful thing. Black is beautiful. It always has been. And we have to learn to embrace it on every level. We don't all think alike across the board. Who is to say that we're doing all the looting? People don't like it, but like you said earlier, Tracy, there is insurance for a lot of these businesses. And I'm not saying that, so what, they have insurance, but that's what indemnification does. That's what they pay for.
But life can be, I'm sorry, things can be replaced.
Sure. That's right.
just like with this COVID thing, they're quick to open up. They're still putting things over life. And so now they're talking about these people looting. The things can be replaced, but the parents, the families left to grieve can't get them bodies back. They can't get their loved ones back. So stop equating things to people.
Well, not only do they not get their loved ones back, but they also do not get justice.
Oh yes,
It's a double-edged sword. You don't get anything. It's like,
you don't get any closure.
Yeah.
And then they demonize the victims. Dude was stopped 5 years ago for suspected drugs. Yeah, I smelled his fart when he was a baby and I just couldn't take it. So yeah, that's why. I'm just sick of, I'm sorry.
Well, and so you are expressing your feelings. You are sick and tired like most of us. And this is why we are where we are. And it's up to us to tell the stories. It's up to us to write it down and record it, because we have something that we have to leave the next generation. It has to be written, and that's why we're here.
I'm sorry, I just want to share one poem. It's short, but I'm not even going to explain it, but it's entitled Stars, Bars, and Scars. The stars and bars aggravate old wounds and scars, serving as a constant reminder of a time when ancestors of mine were property. This land on which I stand, facing whips, rapes, lynchings, and misery without reparations or reciprocity. The stars, bars are a constant reminder of a better day. Their forefathers' way, they pray, for many pray, our dismay, a glowing chapter of their history. They roamed dominant and free. Their pride, their heritage, and economic foundations once fringed on and hinged upon how they bought and sold people that looked like me. I wish I was in the land of cotton.
Right.
Bring it. That was dope. That was dope. That was dope.
It kind of blows your mind.
And so that was a poem from which one of your books, Tracy?
Oh, that's in Life Into. No, I'm sorry. This is, now see, you're getting a sneak peek.
Woo! Look at that.
The Chronicles of the Epic Misadventures of a Grown-Up Ghetto Girl, Volume 2. Indignation. 3 words. Indignation.
Indignation. Love it. Love the play on words. Love it.
I still need a cover, and I still need to do a little tweaking, but it's pretty much ready to go.
Where can we get your other 2 books? So where can your viewers and the listeners get your products, your books and your masks?
Amazon, or you can DM me also in what you call it, the Instagram, Neo Soul TV.
At Neo Soul TV. Would you spell that for us, please?
NEO SOUL TV.
All one word?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure whether there's underscores in between or all one word.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So just for future reference, that's something you might want to memorize.
Yeah, I know.
She's on the money. She spelled it right. It's just underscores in between Neo and Soul and TV. So Neo _ Soul _ TV.
Thank you, Gerald.
Yeah, I know we went all over the place, but I'm sorry.
Tracy, the question I was going to ask, because I saw you during this interview, I saw you just slam your fist as if there was a lot of passion in that moment. When you are putting these, innovations, creations together, how do you, I guess, use that passion in your work? From writing to production to being in front of the camera, like, what's your process for using your creative energy?
That's a great question.
To be honest, I'm not really, far as with the writing, I'm not really that creative. What I do is pick a date and then I write about what happened. Unfortunately, a lot of life. I've done a lot of life, and I thank God I don't look like a lot that I've been through. So I just pick a date and write a lot of times, and I changed the name to Protect the Guilty. Let me stop.
The innocent and the innocent. You protect the innocent also, right?
Whatever. The innocent don't got nothing to protect because they innocent, they free. Let me stop. But I just tell the stories. I just tell the stories. And a lot of times I do merge things. Everything I write, either I've lived or people close to me have lived. And every now and then something just disturbed me, because I'm a knee-jerk writer. It's either I'm feeling something, can't get it out, and so I put it down on paper, or something just made me angry and it would be illegal to act on it. And I put it on paper. And
you know what, Tracy,
somebody used the term protest art, and I like that.
That is a gift. You said you've been through a lot and you thank God that you don't look like what you've been through. That's a gift, and that gift is called strength.
I like to say lean, and I lean on the everlasting arms. I don't even give myself credit for no doggone strength. I know from whence my strength comes. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Come on, Tracy.
I won't claim that because, truth be told, like I said, going back to another question you asked, the reason why I say this too shall pass, because I wouldn't be here. I've almost ended it, for real. I had to have my stomach pumped. So that if I would have believed this too would pass, I would not have gone that route, you see. So Tracy is so not strong. Tracy is a big old cry baby, all emotion.
I'm
and an ugly crier. But God is where that strength comes from. I'll say that in a minute. I ain't got nothing.
You are a black woman, a black queen. You got a lot in you.
Yeah.
So a question I do have: if you could do it all over again, what would you do differently?
Ooh. I hate to say it, even though this is going to sound crazy, I probably wouldn't do anything any differently. I might have gotten to Denzel Washington before Paulette. Even though he's a little short, but I would make a pass for him. Yeah, maybe had Shamar Moore's Love Child.
Sounds like you would have had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Say it.
Yeah, I would have bumped into Method Man.
Well, you did.
I'm saying back then. I would have changed that. I'd be Mrs. Method Man.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Love it. We absolutely love it.
Yes, we do.
And so what's in the works now for Tracy?
Right now, getting between the lines launched, getting Neo Soul, just trying to keep the production juices going, learning how to produce, with this our new normal now and everything, trying to get that, but just trying to stay creative. I see art media. I create art media.
There you go. And you're going into we want to keep in contact with Tracy. Of course, we have your personal cell phone number, so you can't hide from us. But for the people who want to follow your journey, follow your story, follow your creative pieces, how can they get in contact with you? Or where can they find you?
You know what? Instagram me. DM me in Instagram, neosoul_TV. They can also Tracy Crews, From Me to You, and Instagram, all of that one word. Tracy, Tracy, Crews, Crews, from FROM me, METOYOU. Tracy Crews, From Me to You.
I love it. And that was so cute that you did it that way, because I flashed back to when Celie was in the kitchen. Window.
Somebody likes the color purple over here.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, Tracy, we truly do thank you. You are a vessel of light and love in this crazy world. We can learn from you. So many people can learn from you. We appreciate you. We will follow you. And if y'all not following Neo Soul, again, it's at Neo_Soul_TV. Again, on Instagram, Neo_Soul_TV on Instagram.
Thank you, Gerald.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah, thank you, Tracy.
I love y'all.
We love you too. That was a great interview.
Yes, sir. There we go. As kings and queens we are, giving the royal wave. Oh yeah, I love it.